Since ancient Greece, this question has echoed through the halls of philosophy. Over 2,300 years ago, Aristotle already had an answer, one that would forever change how we understand happiness. Hello thinkers, I'm Alfred, and today we'll dive into Nicomachean Ethics, the book where Aristotle reveals the path to eudaimonia, true happiness. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore what the supreme good is for Aristotle, how virtues shape our character, the role of justice and friendship, why contemplation is the pinnacle of a happy life. Get ready to uncover ancient secrets that still speak to the modern heart. Hit play and join me in philosophizing. We're in 4th century BCE Athens, the epicenter of philosophy and grand debates on ethics, politics, and science. Aristotle, a student of Plato at the Academy and tutor to Alexander the Great, founded the Lyceum and developed a philosophical system that still influences science, logic, and ethics today. Dedicated to his son Nicomachus, this treatise explores the human good and how to achieve it, blending observations on character, politics, and psychology. From medieval scholasticism to modern practical philosophy debates, Nicomachean Ethics has guided figures like Thomas Aquinas, Kant, and countless contemporary scholars. In this video, we'll translate these ancient ideas into our daily lives. Ready to discover what Aristotle teaches about the happy life? Let's dive in. To guide our journey through Nicomachean Ethics, we'll organize the video into 4 clear blocks. Block 1. We'll define eudaimonia, the supreme good Aristotle identifies as complete happiness. Block 2. We'll see how virtues arise from habit and exist in the golden mean between 2 vicious extremes, both ethical and intellectual. Block 3. We'll explore justice, passions like courage and temperance, and friendship, pillars of life in society. Block 4. Finally, we'll delve into the contemplative life, hailed as the peak of rational exercise and the model of true human fulfillment. With this roadmap, let's begin with Block 1, in search of the good that guides all things. Aristotle starts with a simple principle: every human action seeks a good. Whether studying, working, or playing sports, we act because we believe it leads to a desirable outcome. But if every action has an end, there must be an ultimate end that justifies all others. This supreme good is eudaimonia, often translated as happiness or fulfillment. Unlike fleeting pleasure or wealth, eudaimonia is chosen for its own sake and never for something greater. It's also self-sufficient. Once attained, our life lacks nothing. How do we define it? Aristotle uses the function argument. Just as a sculptor's good is their craft, a human's good must align with their unique function. What is that function? Not mere nourishment, like plants, or perception, like animals. It's acting and thinking according to reason. Thus, true happiness lies in rational activities, living in accordance with virtue day by day. Next, we'll unpack how this virtuous life is built on the golden mean. Stay tuned. Now that we understand happiness as rational activity, let's explore the heart of Aristotelian ethics, virtues. For Aristotle, virtue isn't innate, but a habit forged through practice. We become just by doing just acts, and courageous by doing courageous acts. Moral virtues follow the golden mean, positioned between 2 vices: courage, between cowardice, fleeing danger, and recklessness, senseless risk-taking. Temperance balances indulgence, surrendering to pleasure, and insensibility, rejecting all pleasure. Generosity, between stinginess and extravagance. But note, this mean isn't mathematical, it's relative to each person and situation. To hit the mark, Aristotle introduces prudence, phronesis, practical wisdom for discerning what's good and fitting. Beyond moral virtues, intellectual virtues, theoretical wisdom, understanding, are honed through study. Next, we'll see how justice, passions, and friendship complete this tapestry of the good life. Welcome to Block 3, where Aristotle examines 3 pillars of societal life. 1. Justice, the most complete virtue as it involves others. He distinguishes distributive justice, allocates honors and goods by equitable proportion, e.g. salaries based on contribution. Corrective justice redresses imbalances in transactions or punishments, restoring fairness. He also proposes equity to adapt general laws to exceptional cases. 2. Passions, pleasure, and pain drive our actions. Those who yield to wrong pleasures suffer incontinence, akrasia, acting against their better judgment. Incontinent knows the good but fails to act due to weakness. Vicious doesn't even recognize virtue. Temperance and courage calibrate desires, keeping reason in command. 3. Friendship, philia, provides support for a happy life. 3 types: of pleasure, fleeting and shallow; of utility, dissolves when benefits end; of excellence, rooted in mutual virtue, enduring and noble. Without true friendship, eudaimonia is incomplete. We're social beings who thrive in community. Next, we ascend to Block 4 to uncover why the contemplative life crowns happiness. We arrive at Block 4, where Aristotle reveals the pinnacle of eudaimonia, the contemplative life. Humans stand apart through theoretical reason, the capacity to seek knowledge for its own sake. While practical virtue guides action, contemplation is the highest expression of our rational nature, aimed at episteme, the wisdom-probing universal truths. Unlike daily pursuits, contemplation is most enduring, sustained as long as the mind is active, yields elevated pleasure, born of intellectual joy, unmediated by external objects, brings us closer to the divine. The contemplative philosopher resembles a serene God, untouched by human turmoil. To live contemplating truth, questioning, exploring, and marveling at the cosmos, is for Aristotle the fullest and most stable form of happiness. We arrive at Block 4, where Aristotle reveals the pinnacle of eudaimonia, the contemplative life. Humans stand apart through theoretical reason, the capacity to seek knowledge for its own sake. While practical virtue guides action, contemplation is the highest expression of our rational nature, aimed at episteme, the wisdom-probing universal truths. Unlike daily pursuits, contemplation is most enduring, sustained as long as the mind is active, yields elevated pleasure, born of intellectual joy, unmediated by external objects, brings us closer to the divine. The contemplative philosopher resembles a serene God, untouched by human turmoil. To live contemplating truth, questioning, exploring, and marveling at the cosmos, is for Aristotle the fullest and most stable form of happiness. If this reflection resonated with you, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell to never miss an episode. At Alfred's Wisdom, each video is a step toward a more mindful, ethical, and happier life. Share with fellow seekers. Let's grow together. And so concludes our journey through Nicomachean Ethics. If you made it here, congratulations. You've taken a real step towards self-knowledge and virtuous living. Next time, we'll explore more landmark works that shaped human thought. Until then, remember, as Aristotle said, happiness is an activity of the soul in accordance with virtue. I'm Alfred, and this is your space for reflection at Alfred's Wisdom. See you soon.